She was dismissed as a nobody, a background figure in a room full of alpha personalities, a pencil pusher from logistics, or so they thought. But when the simulator spiraled out of control and every seasoned officer failed to stop the crash, it was the silent woman in the back who saved the day. All she did was roll up her sleeve and reveal a tattoo that would silence an entire naval base. This is the true story of Evelyn Reed, the last ghost of the Lost Platoon. The control room was buzzing with energy, a Navy flight simulation in progress. Officers filled the space, voices sharp with authority and overconfidence. At the back of the room stood a quiet woman in a civilian polo, ignored, underestimated, and unseen. Lieutenant Commander Evans scoffed, cracking a joke at her expense. Probably here to count the paperclips, he said. The others laughed. She said nothing. But her silence wasn't weakness. It was calculation. A young ensign inside the simulator lost control of his virtual F-35. Catastrophic failure. Total systems crash. The jet spiraled into a dead stick fall. Evans lost his composure. Orders clashed. Tension spiked. All the while, the woman, still silent, watched telemetry on a secondary monitor, her eyes tracking every variable. In a fit of frustration, Evans barked at her. "Face policy. Roll up your sleeves." She didn't flinch. She simply rolled up her left sleeve. What they saw stopped the room cold. Etched into her forearm, a Cerberus, a three-headed hound bound in a broken chain, and the Roman numeral 7. She stepped forward and, without asking permission, pressed the comms button. "Ensign, this is Reed," she said, her voice calm, low, precise. Her commands followed. They contradicted the emergency manuals. They defied protocol. But the ensign followed them. And then, the miracle. The jet's nose lifted. Warnings turned from red to amber. The descent slowed. The aircraft leveled out and landed. Not a crash. A landing. From an impossible altitude, Admiral Thompson burst into the room, face stormy. But when he saw her tattoo, he froze. Then he saluted. "You're looking at the insignia of Project Chimera," he told the room. "We called them the Lost Platoon. 7 test pilots, ghosts, legends, pilots who flew planes meant to fail, to write the survival manuals others would live by. They thought they were all gone. They were wrong. The recording of Reed's voice became required listening. Evans, humbled, sought her out the next day. He found her working on an F-35's landing gear. He stood at attention. "Ma'am, you saved my pilot's life and taught me the lesson of my career." She nodded. No words, just work. The young ensign who survived the crash found her later, said nothing, just offered his first solo flight patch. Reed accepted it and smiled. From then on, the simulator room had a new name, the NYX Terminal, a tribute to the ghost who saved a life and changed the culture of a base. She left without a word, transferred to another top-secret project. No farewell, no speech, but her impact echoed. A motto appeared in black marker on the sim terminal board. "Calm is a superpower." And Reed, now known as Nix, became legend. True strength doesn't shout. It listens, it observes, it acts with unshakable clarity when everything else falls apart. Evelyn Reed didn't demand respect. She earned it, not through rank or noise, but through mastery. And all it took was rolling up her sleeve. Subscribe for more true legends.